Good afternoon. Allow me to introduce my wife, Natalie.
And allow me to introduce my husband, Roberto.
Together, we co-founded the Institute for Student Health, also known as ISH.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to pitch our Dance, Dig, and Dine summer program.
ISH is a direct result of our dedication to youth and education and our passion for social and environmental justice. As young professionals who sought to give back, we started ISH as a way to reverse the childhood obesity trend that we saw both in our classrooms and our communities. D.C. leads the nation with 1/5 of its youth being overweight or obese, and we're working hard to reverse that trend by giving students the skills and knowledge they need to live healthy and active lifestyles.
As teachers, we know that schools are restrained by standardized tests, and as members of modern-day society, we understand the lack of time to teach basic cooking skills to our youth. Our programs are designed from a teacher's perspective. They're flexible, transferable, and sustainable. The Dance, Dig, and Dine program we're proposing for this summer in our local community is a combination of programs that we have already successfully developed and implemented in San Diego and D.C. During the 8 weeks, participants will learn to garden, cook, and dance, and stay active. Lessons are interactive, challenging, and engaging. Every class will leave students with dirt on their hands and a smile on their face. The back of our handout explains how our measurable objectives can be both assessed and achieved.
Our $2,000 grant request will help us directly impact 25 students over the 8 weeks while positively influencing their families and communities for much longer. More importantly, this grant will address 3 of the 4 capital cost service areas as detailed in the handout.
While obesity prevention programs gain attention nationwide, these initiatives are not prevalent in the underserved communities in the District of Columbia. We can provide that, and you can help. Thank you.
Questions, please. Not one?
No, I'm reading your information. I do have a question.
Yes.
Maybe I missed it, but kind of what gave you the idea to kind of include both like the healthy eating and the dancing?
We do dancing and a wealth of different fitness activities, but a lot of what we encountered is our students might have been getting those messages here and there, but there's not a lot of programs that we found that do it all together. And part of being healthy is having a kind of a holistic approach to your life. It's not just your nutrition, but also your activity level. So presenting it together, we thought would make it easier for students to understand that it's just not one component to health, but it's the entirety of your experience.
Normally, the African American communities and Latino communities, both in San Diego and now in D.C., and specifically this program will serve in the Mount Pleasant and Columbia Heights neighborhoods, which we both work at and live in. Yes, sir.
2 questions. One, what is the age group of the students that you plan to target? And I'll have you answer that, and I'll ask my second.
Sure.
A lot of it's going to depend on the program that agrees to join with us. Last summer we were at a middle school, so our students were pretty much 11 through 14 years old. We've been talking with several different partner programs, community centers, and schools alike, so depending on where we end up, we might have their student population, and we might be able to get a wider range at, per se, community center.
K through 12, though, in short.
Okay.
Exactly.
Excellent. And then what metrics do you have in place to help educate the parents on some of the skills that the students are learning, because they're not necessarily providing for themselves, so the parents also need to be incorporated into
Yeah,
that
that's
process.
an excellent question. And we design our programs in the hopes that our students are going to share the information with their families, friends, siblings, parents, everyone. So, for example, if a student comes and our goal for the day is how to use fruits and smoothies, they're going to leave with the recipe of how to do that. So there'll always be something to take home that they can share. And a part of our component is gardening. So while the students will be planting a garden in our shared space, they're also going to be given a plant to take home, a seed to take home, and everyone will be asking them to bring in a drawing of a description of how that's doing. So not only are they seeing where they could do it at their home, but everyone who's at that home is also seeing this process, and it's engaging more than just the students who are participating in the given day of the class.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.